So I'm going to take you on a new walk today, down here at Shaugh Bridge. And we're going to do a circular route, taking in the Dewerstone Rock and Cadover Bridge. So we've just climbed a set of steps and it's going to take us now through Woodland. So we're going to follow this path up to the left shortly, but there is a road down there. So if you do have a dog with you, keep him on the lead or her on the lead until you get to that path, because there's always a danger they might run out. And we're going to follow the public footpath up through this woodland area now, where the dog's going. Now I need to give thanks to Lois and Tom for this walk. They brought me here last week and quite liked it, so I thought I'd try it. Thought I'd bring the camera this time. And as you move away from the road down at Shaugh Bridge, it's really nice and quiet up here. There's nobody around but me and the dog at the minute. So the path forks here a bit. You go off to the right, I assume to Shaugh Prior, the village, or you can go this way to the left, which is where I'm going to go, and take you on the next part of our route. So we've just come out into a little clearing, and you can probably see over there in the distance Dewerstone Rock, and that's where I'll be heading, and that's where I'll be finishing my walk. It's quite deceiving, all those dark clouds up there, okay? You think it's quite cold, but it's not. It's actually very warm. I'm sweating cobs here, but it's lovely. It's a nice walk. It's just nice how this all opens up now. And you can see the path ahead of you in the clouds. Really pretty here. Yeah, so I'd really like to encourage people to come out here with their dogs and just to walk this beautiful area. One that I've not explored too much, apart from recently. But one which is going to get you a little bit of exercise. It's quite moderate. So all these lovely pathways were created by the National Trust. So big thanks to the National Trust for this. I'm going to be going into the North Woods at the moment. You can see the sign just ahead of you. I'll take you right up to it and show you where we're going. So this is North Wood, just above Shaugh Prior, or just down from Shaugh Prior, depending on where you are. And we're going to go over this stile and we're going to head into the woods again. So we've actually just left Westdown and we're entered into Northwood now. And as you can see, it's just beautiful ahead. There's trees covering me everywhere. Yeah, beautiful, peaceful. You can hear the river down to my left. The sun is trying to peek through the trees. You can just see as we walk through now, there's like little dapples of sunlight everywhere. Well, you can hear the river a lot clearer now, and just as we get around this bend shortly, we're going to be dropping down to it. Yeah, the river itself is actually part of the River Meavy, which you've probably seen in some of my other videos. And please hit the little link up in the top right hand corner there to see some more. Okay, so we're going to drop down to the river very shortly, so I'll shut up now. So it's going to get noisy down there, so I'll let you enjoy the sounds. So we'll skirt down to the left now, towards the river. Wilbur knows the way. Okay, so I'm just about to leave these woods now. We're going to head out to Cadover Bridge and the next stage of our little journey. Yeah, so we're at Cadover Bridge now, and this is quite popular for sun seekers. So that'd be by the river, a little bit of water. Ice cream van over there. I'm sort of tempted, but I just remember Tom ringing in my ears last time about ice creams and stuff, so I better leave it alone. And there is the Cadover Bridge. That young lad on top of it is about to jump, I think, into some water. It's not very deep the other side, I don't think. So just crossed the bridge, we're going to go off to the left now. And we're going to head up that little hill to a little cross. So we've just left the road behind us, and now we're going to wander up this hill and join the other side of the path, which takes us down to Dewerstone Rock. Now you probably have noticed I've got Wilbur on lead here. It's wise to put your dog on lead if it chases sheep. So that cross was actually Cadover Cross, and I'll leave some details down in the description below. You can explore it at your own leisure. It's quite interesting why the crosses are here. There's a whole load of them on Dartmoor, but yeah, there'll be some information about Cadover Cross for you. Yeah, so here's another thing you don't see often when you're out walking, but you see Dartmoor Ponies. We've got 3 up here, and I'll give you some information about Dartmoor Ponies as well in the section below. So I'm going to follow these ponies here. I'm going to veer off left to head down towards the top of Dewerstone Rocks. And there's a nice little tour up there which I'll show you. And it's really quite some view up there. It's really quite beautiful seeing the cloudscapes. Incredible formations and different colours, a bit greyer there, but really beautiful. You see right down to Plymouth Sound in the distance, just beyond that tree there. So if you look way beyond the wall there, you can just see a quarry in the distance. That's part of the Leamore clay quarry, clay pits. And there's another, that big sort of hump just in the middle of the picture now. That's all like Leamore clay. So we're in quite a big area here, and the clouds are incredible. So the small lake up to our left there is part of the Dewerstone Rocks, and there is a bigger tor a bit further over, which is actually called Dewerstone Tor. So this last little stretch of path now will lead us down to Dewerstone Tor, and then we'll clamber down towards Dewerstone Rock. Now you do come to a part where there are rocks. This is pretty dry now, so it's not too bad, but if you're going to come through here when it's raining or mizzly, make sure you wear some good footwear. You could easily slip on these. I almost slipped back there on dry rock, so you can imagine what it's like when it's a bit wet. Okay, and welcome to Dewerstone Tor. Okay, so we're just going to leave the tour now. We're going to head down this path towards Dewerstone Wood and Dewerstone Rock. Now, as you come down through here, you need to tread very carefully because it is steep in places, and you really need to be on guard because, again, if these rocks are slippery, you're going to go flying. As you walk down through, you can see lots of gnarly trees. There's sort of all sorts of shapes and sizes here. So just down to the left of that tree, there is the head of Dewerstone Rock. This is a haven for rock climbers. Normally you can go down behind the rock and venture your way down to the river, but I'm going to carry on straight down where Will was going, down the path there, and I'm going to join the path at the bottom and turn right. As I said, it is very steep and very tricky down here, so be very careful when you come down in the wet. Yeah, so you can see the woodland area there in a bit more detail now. Okay, so just where Wilbur is now, you can see the very summit of Dewerstone Rock, where the climbers will finally end up. It's a massive steep cliff. You might have seen in other videos. I will try to sort of link them together. And I'm going to head down that path there to join the main path and back to the car. Yeah, I think Wilbur's a little bit worn out now, but this is the main path we're going to take back to the car. We're going to hit a point in a minute. We can turn left down to the river, that's where we're going to go, or you can go straight on over to the adventure centre near Goodameevy. Okay, so just ahead we can see the path splits off, and we're going to go down to the left on that path there very soon. So you should recognise this part of the walk now. We're in Dewerstone Woods still. And this path circles around to the right shortly and down towards Shaugh Bridge. Okay, so this will be a bit more familiar to some of my viewers and followers on Facebook and stuff. I do this walk every day with a dog. I've just done a big loop though, from Shaugh Bridge to the Dewerstone Rocks and down again. Okay, so I've just left the path and I'm going to venture down to the river now to get a few more waterfall shots before I go. So this is the River Plym that we just followed all the way down from Cadover Bridge, and it's leading right down to Shaugh Bridge. A happy dog getting a well-earned drink. And we end our walk at Shaugh Bridge. Well, as I said, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've done recording it. So please keep an eye out for all my content. Hit that bell to make sure you're up to date with all the content you need, and smash a like. Okay, that was the end of the walk. I hope you enjoyed the walk with me. If you did like the walk, why don't you hit subscribe, and make sure you smash a like as well.